So, today I want to talk about aligning with your purpose and what that feels like. Um, Recently, I started coaching, being a mindset coach, and evolving that as I go. Right now, moving into um, coaching around manifestation and creating a reality. And it was something that came out of the blue, although it was something I wanted to do for years. I really didn't think I was either one ready, um, maybe not good enough, although deep down I knew I was good enough, but these kind of like thoughts were just here. And then I wasn't really sure how it was going to fit into my life. And I just saw it as something, I saw the structure of coaching as how everyone else is coached. And I didn't know I can tailor it to um, meet my needs and to kind of morph into like who I am, like I can do it in a creative way, and involve all the creative things that I love doing. So anyway, what happened was when I came to New Zealand, a friend, maybe a month and a half into being here, a friend messaged me and was like, "Hey Dana, like I need you to coach me. Please, can you coach me?" And I'd always been talking about it with him back and forth for a while, over a year, 2 years, 3 years, I don't know. And I was at the point where I was like tired of teaching English online and I really wanted to challenge myself and do something different and new. And I wasn't thinking about coaching. But when he said that to me, I was like, I'm just going to take this opportunity and see where it goes, right? And when I had our first session, I just knew. I was like, oh my God, this is exactly what I'm meant to be doing. This feels so right. This makes sense. It's very natural to me. Information just flows out of my mouth. Although there are things I want to brush up on or figure out as I go, it feels so good. And then I decided, okay, well, let's just expand this and just say I'm starting a coaching business. And when I made that post, I made a post on my Instagram, just kind of introducing this new era of my life, my background story, and what I'm doing now and being a coach. I posted that and I cried because I was like, yeah, this is me. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is me. And it was really just like a puzzle piece fitting in moment, where it felt like coming home. That's what people say. It feels like coming home. It's so easy. It's so simple. It's not like your purpose and like what you're meant to be doing in this life isn't something out of the ordinary, isn't something out of your peripheral, isn't something out of what you've been doing your whole life. It's so simple and so basic and so subtle and literally in front of your eyes the whole time. So when you do it, you go, what the fuck? Why is it taking me this long to get here? And in forgiving yourself for it taking that long to get you there, you go, well, wow, this is easy. All I have to do is show up as myself. And that's it. I show up as myself, and I can do what I want to do, and I can earn money from being who I am. It was mad, and I think that day or the next day I just had like a massive moment of like, my whole I felt like my heart just kind of burst. Just like burst. And I was like, whoa. I was like, I see how everything in my life has literally been orchestrated to take me to this moment. I see how I am who I am. I see how all my experiences have aligned to me being able to pursue this career. And I felt so, and I still am, ever since I met that moment, I've just been in love with life, in love with myself, in love with my ability to do what I do in terms of coaching and creating and sharing information and knowing how things work, you know. And I've just been on a high since then. I've had moments where I've like dipped because life happens, you know, and you worry about survival and stuff. But at the core of it, I go, wow, I'm really, really in love with life. And I'm so grateful for how everything is. And that in itself is enough. That's enough. And I don't know what to say. It's literally enough. And so it's really an amazing feeling. And I don't know if everyone has this feeling. And maybe this is the feeling that you get when you start aligning with your purpose and what you should be doing in this lifetime. But it really is a moment of like things just clicking in and making so much sense. And it's fantastic because then you just don't wrestle to be anything else. You don't wrestle to be anywhere else or to know anything else or to whatever. You're not wrestling to be friends with people that don't align with you. You're not wrestling to have a job that doesn't feel good. You're not wrestling to want to be someone else that has more money and looks more attractive. You're just like, wow, I love who I am, because being who I am allows me to do all the things that I love and to connect with people that truly align and resonate with me. And I don't want anything else. That's all I want. That in itself is perfection, I think. And it just feels so light and blissful and yeah. I think I keep thinking about like regret, because I honestly feel like I don't have any. There's one thing I kind of regret, but I just think that the moment hasn't come yet where I've understood what it is, to the full extent of what it is and how it's played a part in my life and how it's created this version of myself, and how it's pushed me forwards and led me to so many cool things and people and opportunities and possibilities and experiences. And I look forward to that moment where, just like this, everything clicks and makes sense. So it's been a long journey. I think since I've been like since university, maybe 18, 19. Always been just kind of following this trail of like, what is my career? What am I meant to be doing? What is my passion? What's my purpose? And then just being so jealous of other people around me who have their careers and know what they're doing and have been doing the same thing, you know, for a few years. And I was like, oh my God, I'm just doing everything and I just can't figure it out. But I'm so grateful that I've continued to commit to this journey. 11 years later? Ding, ding, ding. find my answer. And maybe my answer will unravel and change. But this feels really good. And so, in terms of purpose and figuring out what you're meant to be doing, guys, it is super simple. It's super simple, and it's something that's so obvious that you overcomplicate it. All the internal chatter and fear and stuff like that overcomplicates it. But it's so simple. It's so simple. It's something that you do all the time. And it's innately who you are. There's no separation between who you are and your purpose and your passion and your career and finding the fulfillment that you want and achieving the success that you want and the happiness that you want. There's no separation. And with this journey on life, I think the biggest thing is that we're just learning how to come back to ourselves, because we keep believing in separation. And that belief in itself makes things difficult and more complex than they should be. But it literally feels like coming home. It literally is. All you need to do is show up as yourself, and the right people will be there, the right jobs will be there, the right money will be there, the right partner will be there. That's it. And you know, for a long time I always was just like kind of tripping out, because I was like, everywhere I go, I meet people, whether it's on the bus, on the plane, at the hospital, at work, at school, everywhere, I would meet someone and just have a really in-depth conversation with them for hours. And I was like, this has got to mean something. This has got to mean something. It happens all the time. What do I do with this? And it's so natural in my life because I love doing it. I love meeting people from all different walks of life and having conversations with them and learning about them and listening to their stories and experiences. For me, that's so special. And I was like, what does it mean? It keeps happening. What does it mean? What does it mean? Is it meant to be something that I do as a career? Is it going to financially support me if I do it? What does it mean? And now I'm on the other side of that, and I'm like, oh yeah, it definitely meant something. Definitely meant to be something that you're meant to be doing in this lifetime. Not just now and then, not just randomly, but all the time. And you can be supported by it. Financially, you can get your needs met, and you can live the life you want by doing this thing that you love and is innately who you are. So, passion, purpose, what should you be doing? It's really simple. It's really simple. So, start truly tapping into, what do you enjoy doing? What do you do naturally? What are you uniquely good at? And start dismantling all the ways you're stopping yourself from following that flow of inspiration and drive and desire and curiosity, and just take it one step at a time. Play with it. Still be practical if you need to. I'm not saying quit your job and just jump in the deep end, unless you have some savings where you can take some time off and play with it. Whatever this thing is that you enjoy doing and you feel like is a part of who you are and part of your purpose and what you should be doing in this lifetime. But yeah, don't deny these little whispers, you know. Don't deny the things that you enjoy doing. don't deny that they could support you and get your needs met. And if you're gonna say, well, you know, because this job really doesn't pay that amount of money and creatives don't earn enough, and etc., 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 don't need to worry about that stuff so far. Like, chill. Everything will work itself out in its own timing. And that's part of the game. It's really fun. Things will unravel and prove you wrong as you go. But you're not gonna figure it all out ahead of time. Just take it one step at a time. Keep doing what you love. Allow that to unravel. Allow that to show you what you can do, what you can create, the career you can have that feels good to you in so many different ways. And you know it feels good to you because it's like this is me. You know, like, this is me. Like, how does this have my name on it? It feels just like so perfect in that way.